Happy anniversary, MTC.
MTC is Management and Training Corporation. We've been in the job skills training and education business for 25 years. We ply our trade primarily for the Department of Labor's Federal Job Corps program and with private correctional facilities around the world. Our commitment is to train at-risk populations in residential environments.
I'm on my way to getting a job. A good paying job, a career versus a job.
With programming, it helps you get out of yourself. It gives you something to do and it helps you better yourself.
MTC was incorporated in 1981, but our roots go back to the mid-1960s. Before standing as its own company, MTC was born as the Education and Training Division of Thiokol Corporation. In 1966, Thiokol became one of the very earliest operators of Job Corps centers. The new program had just been established as a resource for 16 to 24-year-old young Americans seeking an opportunity to succeed.
Question, who'll get the best job? Answer, the person with the best preparation. Where do you get the preparation? The Job Corps. Job Corps trains you in a skill that prepares you for that well-paying job. You can finish high school and even go on to college. How do you find out about Job Corps? Call this toll-free number. What's the answer? Job Corps!
In 1964, America had problems. Our country faced rampant poverty, poor vocational skills, and high unemployment, particularly among young adults. President Lyndon Johnson was surrounded by skeptics when he declared his war on poverty. Many Americans didn't believe a government-sponsored anti-poverty program could work. But Job Corps original developer under LBJ, Sergeant Shriver, embraced the idea despite many challenges.
Well, the first thing you had to fight was the idea of creating residential centers and then transporting to those centers people from various parts of the United States.
Job Corps' War on Poverty battle plan was to remove young people from the destructive environments of inner city and rural poverty. They would receive the basics: food, clothing, clean living conditions, and health care. And in this more stable environment, Job Corps students would receive the education and training they needed to succeed in the American workplace.
And I felt that particularly youngsters who were joining the Job Corps needed discipline. They needed a structured, disciplined, steady life.
I've always felt that being in the Job Corps program was one of the most fulfilling things a person could ever do. Not just as a student, but as a teacher, as an employee. Any employee on a job, you can't help but get motivated in terms of reclaiming lives, because that's what we do.
More than a decade after entering the Job Corps arena, Thiokol made the corporate decision to move in a different direction. Initially, the company considered simply ending its Job Corps contracts, but eventually in 1980, Thiokol chose instead to sell its training division to the very employees who had made it such a success.
It started when Dr. Robert Marquardt, who I'm now worked for 35 years, went to the president of Thiokol when Thiokol was going to divest of all their divisions except aerospace and chemicals.
And I went to them over and over, and they gave us a short window of opportunity.
The employees formerly with Thiokol ought to have first shot at buying division from Thiokol.
And a few of us, Sam Hunter, Bernie and I, a few of us absolutely mortgaged everything we had. And we took the gamble.
Just at the time we were going to buy the division, it was a tremendous risk because President Ronald Reagan had put zero funding in his budget for Job Corps for that year. And we had to work hard with members of Congress. The Congress believed Job Corps had a future and was doing good things.
After incorporating in January of 1981, Management and Training Corporation was initially under contract with the Department of Labor to operate 4 Job Corps centers. But now, a quarter century later, MTC is the Department of Labor's largest contractor, operating centers from Massachusetts to Hawaii.
I noted that it's a holdover from the Great Society days of LBJ. Do you think it even more important today than it was then?
Yes, I do.
I wanted to be able to make something of myself.
It prepares you for the work world.
As if it wasn't for Job Corps, I probably wouldn't be where I am.
Hey, I'm starting a new beginning.
I mean, the Job Corps has been providing hope to more than 2 million young Americans since it was established about 40 years ago.
Job Corps helped me become the person that I am today.
MTC entered a new market in 1987 when it opened one of the first private correctional facilities in the country. MTC was awarded a contract to operate a California facility. Today, MTC's Corrections Division operates contracts with international, federal, state, and county agencies overseeing nearly 9,000 inmates.
MTC believes in changing lives.
Early on, we discovered the MTC philosophy that had worked so well for Job Corps students was also working in the correctional setting. And in less than 20 years in this arena, MTC has become one of the largest private correctional facility operators in the world. We are committed to maintaining this growth pattern by continuing to provide inmates with the education and learning environment they need in order to successfully re-enter society upon release.
Our approach has always been that we are the education company. We want to provide education and training to those inmates, or we don't want to be involved.
Well, correctional education is the key to rehabilitating people. You're dealing with a lot of people who have no skills. They have little hope because they haven't had success in the past. A lot of them are filled with anger, which you have to take away. So correctional education is vital.
MTC's correctional facilities are safe and secure for inmates, staff, and the community. That's priority one. Beyond that, each MTC correctional facility has a strong emphasis on education and job training. We accomplish this through our unique Success for Life program, which offers a wide variety of critical life skills.
So Success for Life being a holistic approach to treatment, correctional education, vocational academic training becomes one component part. So it functions as a team player along with therapeutic programs, decision-making, problem-solving, cognitive skills, recreation, religion, and so on.
MTC has 25 years of experience helping at-risk populations become successful in the workforce. So we have tried a lot of different programs and a lot of different techniques over the years.
Certainly, Job Corps and Corrections are MTC's largest divisions. But over the past quarter century, the company has also fulfilled worldwide contracts in a variety of other fields, from child care to publishing to international training projects and many other endeavors.
I tell you, we have just as many goals, and we have a bigger avenue of opportunity around the world today than when we started MTC.
In addition to a tremendous workforce, MTC is also proud to have the support of a board of directors that rivals any Fortune 500 company. With its tremendous resources and knowledgeable guidance, the board has helped make Management and Training Corporation's growth possible. Every day, MTC helps tens of thousands of young men and women improve their lives. Serving that many requires top-to-bottom teamwork.
Well, again, it comes back to people, because we surround ourselves with the disciplines that we need. Of course, it's the people. You know, there's no end to what our people have done and can do.
As a nationally recognized leader in our fields, MTC knows employee integrity and quality separates us from the competition. But along with those important qualities, hey, it should also be fun.
you wanted when?
Hi, I'm Bob Marquardt. Scott Marquardt.
You dare. You just erased that one.
My tie looks straight.
I was waiting for your finger.
And our company is full of hams. Always has been.
Centerville, we love you.
We have talent in our company. We have hidden talent. And a lot of us are inhibited, but a lot of us aren't. I'm not. Sure, I love to boogie. A lot of people wouldn't know that.
Yes, the MTC family knows how to have fun. But like any well-functioning family, we also know when it's time to pull together, to meet a critical deadline, to stay late to help a co-worker, to fly halfway around the world to solve a problem, and, on a day like today, to reflect on a quarter-century job well done.
I'm proud of MTC. I'm proud of my father and the other founders of MTC and for them having the courage to put the company together. I'm very proud of the thousands of employees and the sacrifices and the accomplishments that they're making every day to make MTC so successful. I feel lucky to have a job where you come to work and to improve the lives of others, and it can only help improve your own life. And I look forward to the next 25 years at MTC.